Today on Ask the First Selectman, we're thinking thoughts of warmer weather to come. Uh, John Zagrodzky is our first selectman. He's our guest. John, what's the latest status of the Great Island development? And will we be able to access the island and maybe even park there by this summer?
Now, Jim, you know it's not within my power to grant warmer weather. I have some warm weather prayers that I will deploy on your behalf, but cannot snap my fingers in that regard. Seriously, though, on Great Island, so right now, Great Island is pretty restricted, and the reason for that is twofold. One is we have some road construction going on in the main entrance road that goes up to Great Island. So that's the roadway that starts at the end of Rings End Bridge there at Pear Tree Point Road and goes up that narrow road all the way to the traffic circle, which is right at the main entrance to Great Island. That roadway is under construction right now. And to allow those workers to do their work, we have kept Great Island closed sunrise to sunset. So right now, during the week, you really can't go up to Great Island at all. It's basically closed until 4 o'clock. It's starting to
Even
feel
even for pedestrians, right?
even for pedestrians. And we've seen a lot of folks out there ignoring that. I would strongly encourage you not to do that. I have seen what's going on out there, and they've got some pretty heavy equipment. Those workers are pretty conscientious, but there's no reason for anybody to be around heavy equipment that's not trained to deal with that or wearing appropriate protective equipment. You just never know what's going to happen. So keep in mind, Great Island is closed basically from sunrise through about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And we really, during the week, and we really would like people to stay off Great Island. So, good news though, is this work is going to be finished around Memorial Day. And that's really the start of the summer season. So, being able to walk up 23A, we certainly will be able to do that all week and including weekends. One thing I would say is those workers are not working on weekends. And so the 23A access up to Great Island is open on Saturday and Sundays and holidays. So this weekend, including Monday, President's Day, that roadway will be open. I'm just talking about regular work weekdays. That's when we have to have it closed for this work to continue. In terms of parking, so the Board of Selectmen last night considered a proposal, and this proposal is around creating design schematics, drawings, construction documents, and what are called bid documents that would allow us to put out a request for proposal from construction companies to build the next phase of Great Island, which is to create parking. So right now in the proposal, we're going to create about 50 to 60 sort of permanent parking places and another 30 to 40 grass parking spots that would be overflow parking if we need it, in addition to handicap accessible spaces and bike racks and that sort of thing. All of that was discussed last night with the Board of Selectmen. It'll be discussed tonight with the Board of Finance, and I'll be doing a presentation at that meeting. But assuming this appropriation goes through, we will be able to put out a bid, my hope is, for later this summer to a construction company that would come out, prepare, and actually build the parking that we need to have on Great Island. With any luck, the parking would be finished sometime in the late fall of next year. So that's the current timeline for that. In the meantime, when 23A opens up around Memorial Day, the other thing that's going to open up is the Pear Tree Point Beach parking lot. So right now that is closed, and that further makes it inconvenient to get to Great Island because a lot of folks would park there and walk around along that Point Road or up Pear Tree Point Road to access Great Island. Right now, all that is shut down while those guys are in the process of repaving and doing some other work on that site. But on or about Memorial Day, both the 23A road as well as the parking at Pear Tree Point, all of that's going to be opened up. And it basically means you'll have the same pedestrian access to Great Island that you had this past summer. You can park down at the Pear Tree Point Beach parking lot. You'll need a beach pass for that, by the way, or park up on the Post Road and walk down Rings End Road. And that's how people have been accessing Great Island so far. So have a little patience, one more summer without on-island parking, but we should have that parking in place well in advance of the summer of 2020. By next fall, 2027, we'll have that parking in place.
Think thoughts of spring, and if you have a question for our first selectman, send it along to us at DarianTV@DarianCT.gov.